Alright, this is how to remove your Samsung, flat screen. In my case, I have a curved panel. How to remove the back. It's screwless, so there aren't any screws holding it in place. And for me, I've worked with plastic particles before, or parts. You have to be gentle. They're gonna snap and break, and at this point, it's either buy a new TV or replace the board. And I chose to replace the board. And as intimidating as this may seem, it came off pretty easily. The first thing I had to do was to remove I guess these were from my wall mount. I had to remove those, and once you remove those, there's nothing else to really remove from the back of the panel as far as screws. One thing to note, I actually took it off already, so I'm just showing you the slots. Because it is plastic, be careful not to break the item. And you'll notice at the bottom you have these entry points. Those are basically the clips that are holding the back on, in addition to all the other snaps that's on the actual back panel itself. So there are about 4, I believe. Let me see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have these endpoints. Don't do like what I do. Don't push it too far in, you'll break them. So you just slowly push in the tab here, and this literally pops up, and it almost appears as if the bezel is coming off. So you're like, wait, is it just taking off the bezel? No, the whole back panel will come off. One trick that I use is I have these I guess these like trim tools. As you can see, I have one like wedged in there, and I basically worked my way around the entire panel until it came off. So once you release these bottom clips, what I suggest is to then start working your way around the edge. I have one that's curved, it's like over there, and I started to slowly work this under and slide it all the way around. And as I got to maybe the center point, I put this or another object around there, and it kept it from snapping back into place, because this whole piece, when you remove one side, if you don't have something wedged under it, it's gonna snap back into place. Another trick that I found that was useful was these are, I guess these are like the washers for the mount. I actually took mine out and used those as I got enough space to put under it. I'd use that, and I'll just use that to hold it there. And the cool part of this is, as you work this to kind of loosen the back panel, you slide this along with it, so it actually adds tension and pressure for this portion to pop up. So the more you work this through, the more you slide this up. And I basically did that all the way around the panel, and surprisingly it came off pretty easily. I know it looks a little bit intimidating, but it actually came off pretty easily. And if you have, you're gonna need a small flathead, to get those tabs at the bottom, and you're going to need some type of trim tool. You can make your own as long as you don't damage the panel. I mean, this one is pretty flat, but I have one that's curved, and just beware at the top, for some reason they have more adhesive, so don't feel like you're damaging it. At the top I noticed it just felt like there was some sticky residue, and I followed the same process. I just took one of those, you could use any object, obviously anything that's round, and I popped it under it, and I kept moving it as in the middle, and kept moving this to slowly pop it up. Then I would put this under it so it adds pressure, and then the whole thing popped up, and then voila. I'm just going to lean this up. There's nothing that appears attached to the back panel, so don't feel like you're going to damage anything. You know, sometimes, you know, the panels may have something attached to it, but there you go. I felt like I would share this with others because you know, I felt like, you know, I shouldn't have to replace my main board on a TV I just spent, no, maybe like a couple years ago, spent $1,400 on, and now I gotta replace the one of the main boards. I bought the part off, I believe, shopjimmy.com, and it comes with a warranty, so I'm gonna see if it works, and if it works, I'll post another video showing the results after swapping out the main board, and hopefully it works. If not, I just have to buy another TV. But I just felt like sharing that, and hopefully it will be helpful to someone else. Alright guys, well, I'm tuning out. And again, this is probably a simple swap. I mean, I've built computers before. It's, simple, quick connect, disconnect. I got a kit that had the power board along with the main board, but I'm just having problems with my HDMI connection, so I'm just gonna swap that and see if hopefully it works. Fingers crossed. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Good luck.